Blake and Mom fight constantly about money now every single night. He screams at her that I'm not his problem, that she trapped him. He says I ruined his life, that he never actually wanted a kid, he just wanted Mom. They're probably getting divorced. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Are you sorry? I mean, or are you happy that Blake's life got destroyed too? Honest question deserved an honest answer. I'm not happy anyone's suffering. But I'm not crying about Blake facing consequences for his choices either. He wanted to be your dad. Now he's learning what that actually means. I made those choices, to the name change, the adoption, calling you a loser. That was all me. Nobody forced me. They're 13. Kids make mistakes. But you're not my dad anymore. Legally, I mean, can that ever be fixed? I looked at this kid across the table, still had my features around the eyes, still had that nervous habit of picking at his thumbnail when stressed, still looked at me like I might have answers to impossible questions. No, once an adoption is finalized, it's permanent. Blake is your legal father. Whether either of you likes it or not, that's not changing. Russell's face crumbled. So I'm stuck with someone who hates me. For now. But you're learning something valuable. Actions have consequences. The people who really love you don't come with conditions. And you can't buy real relationships with fancy houses and expensive trips. He nodded slowly, tears rolling down his face now. Can I still call you Dad? Not legally, just between us. The question hit me harder than expected. I thought about it, really thought about it. Yeah, I finally said. You can call me Dad. And that's where we are now. 8 months later. Russell lives with Lauren in a small 2-bedroom apartment across town, not the rough part, but definitely not the McMansion he was used to. Blake left 3 months ago, filed for divorce, shirking all the financial obligations he'd inherited. Currently facing contempt charges for non-payment of support. The system's trying to enforce it, but you can't squeeze blood from a stone, and Blake apparently has more debts than assets. Lauren's working retail now at a department store, first real job she's had in a decade. Russell's in public school, doing okay, better than okay actually. His grades improved once the pressure of the private academy disappeared. He joined the robotics club, made actual friends instead of networking contacts. We talk on the phone twice a week. I take him to lunch every other Saturday. Sometimes we go hiking like we used to. Sometimes we just drive around talking about nothing important. It's not custody, non-officially. I have no legal rights to him whatsoever. But I show up anyway. Because being a father isn't about paperwork or last names or who signs the checks. It's about showing up when it matters, even when you don't have to, even when you've been hurt, even when every logical part of your brain says to walk away. Russell's learning that lesson now, learning it the hard way, but learning it. And maybe someday, when he's older and has kids of his own, he'll understand what I did and why I walked away when he rejected me, and why I came back when he needed me. Not because a judge ordered it. Not because money changed hands. Not because I had to. Just because that's what real fathers do. They show up even when it costs us. Even when it hurts. Even when there's no benefit except knowing we did the right thing. That's what being a dad actually means.